All right, guys, let's talk about Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and a controversy that's way deeper than some staged autograph session. Because trust me, that was just a distraction from what's really going down. And if you haven't heard about the lawsuit that's about to shake Hollywood, buckle up. So, a while back, Ryan Reynolds was spotted signing autographs, and at first glance, nothing seemed off. Just another day, right? Except, people started noticing something weird. Why did the whole thing feel so staged? Like someone had put out a casting call for professional autograph hounds just to make Ryan look like the most in-demand celeb ever. Now, we all know Ryan Reynolds is an A-list celebrity. He doesn't need to stage anything. So why would he? Turns out, this is just a way to control a much bigger problem. And it all goes back to a little movie called It Ends With Us. This is where Blake Lively comes in. She took on the lead role in It Ends With Us, and her co-star, Justin Baldoni, who was also the film's director. That means he was calling the shots, and as we'll soon find out, stepping on a few toes in the process. At first, everything seemed fine. Blake was doing interviews, hyping up the movie. But then people started side-eyeing her. Why? Because the movie is about domestic violence. Yet Blake's promotional tone was weirdly upbeat, almost like she wasn't taking the subject matter seriously. And the internet let her have it. Blake didn't like that at all. Instead of taking the criticism and adjusting, she went full on, suing Justin Baldoni. And her claims were serious. She was accusing him of harassment, fat-shaming her, and manipulating the media against her. By this time, the public weren't sure what to believe. But then, the New York Times dropped a bombshell investigation, basically saying, yeah, Justin might not be as innocent as he claims. And that's when things really hit the fan. Justin wasn't about to take this lying down. He fired back with his own lawsuit, not just against Blake, but also against Ryan Reynolds and the New York Times. His argument, he said, Blake and Ryan were trying to take control of the movie. By suing him, Blake tanked his career so she and Ryan could get the rights and make their own sequel. The New York Times helped them ruin his reputation. And then Justin did something unexpected. He dropped a whole website dedicated to proving his innocence. One of Blake's biggest accusations was that Justin harassed her by sniffing her and telling her she smelled good. But guess what? Justin had video footage proving that's not what happened. Turns out, Blake got some spray tan on him, and when she apologized, he casually said, no worries, it smells nice. That was it. But Blake turned that into a harassment claim? And that was just the tip of the 200 pages of texts, videos, and website Justin put out. Now, how is Ryan Reynolds implicated in all this? Well, Blake also accused Justin of fat-shaming her by calling her personal trainer to set. Justin's response? I work with that trainer myself. I brought him for me. The only reason I asked about Blake's weight was because I had to lift her in a scene and needed to prepare. But Blake wasn't having it. She called Justin to her house. And when he got there, Ryan Reynolds was waiting. And he was pissed. Ryan was basically like, you fat-shaming my wife, buddy? And no matter how Justin tried to explain, Ryan shut him down. And guess what? Shortly after, Justin was dropped by his talent agency. And who had enough Hollywood pull to make that happen? Exactly. Now, both lawsuits are going to court. The judge ruled that both cases will be combined into one trial, and nobody can talk about it publicly anymore. But the damage is already done. Justin already released everything, and it does not look good for Blake and Ryan. And Ryan Reynolds, well, he started doing those weird staged autograph sessions, probably hoping to get people to see him as America's sweet boy again. Hollywood is wild, y'all. But what do you think? Who's telling the truth? Drop a comment below. Let's discuss.